Welcome back to Guns Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in today. I'm going to do this review of a gun belt, and this is not a traditional gun belt, and that's what I like about it. I did a review back some time ago of a belt I found at Walmart that was very budget friendly, that obviously wasn't designed or labeled as a gun belt, but I thought it worked well. And the folks over at Core Essentials saw that video and asked would I like to review one of their belts, and I said sure. So they sent me one 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I told them that I would get the review out after I've worn and tried it out a little while. And that's where we're at today with this review. And the belt itself is a dressy style belt, and it is not a gunslinger, tactical type belt. And that's what I really like about it, because for years I struggled with able to find a belt that worked as a weapons belt, but yet did not look like a weapons belt or anything like that. And this one fits that bill very well. And myself personally, I'm about a 50-50 dress as far as casual to a little dressy. So some people that don't dress up at all, maybe it's not for you. But you probably at least dress up at least once, twice, 3 times a year, wedding, funeral, something, graduation. So if you're looking for that belt that works for that occasion, this is it. And this one actually has some great features that I want to go over with it. So it's not only designed heavy duty enough to carry a firearm, but it also has some neat features as far as its design itself. And when you get the belt, it's all one length. It's 54 inches, and you trim it to size, okay? So if you look, I've already trimmed it, and you just trim it off. And the reason you can do that is because of it's a track line, but it's like a ratcheting system. It's kind of like a big zip tie for your waist. So it has right in here this track that your buckle is designed to meet up with that track, and it goes, I'm pretty sure this is in 1/4 inch increments, so you can hear it go all the way down, and you got a lot of adjustment here. So if you keep hearing it, that's how much adjustment you've got. I mean, all the way that much across there. So, and it's also right here got a little tab. Each buckle may be a little different because they offer different buckles and different colored belts, and then you can pick your combination of which one you want. But it has a little quick release here that you can hit, push forward, and then you just release the buckle. And you can do that while you're wearing it, which is what I like. If you eat a big meal, things get a little tight, you want to make adjustment, you can. If you're carrying a thicker firearm or a thinner firearm, whatever, single stack, double stack, I like the small adjustments, because normally on the traditional belt with holes, that spacing is somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 inch apart, roughly. Some of them maybe even 1 inch apart, but most of them are about 1/2 to 3/4 apart spacing. Where this right here, you can really fine tune to fit you, because for the ones with the holes in them, it's notorious when I try wearing them, and I do wear them. They're either too tight, too loose, something. But this one was perfect all day long, no matter what I did. Sitting down, if you're sitting down, it gets a little tight. You can unloosen it for a couple, while you're driving or whatever. Get out of the car, you can just literally push it over, tighten it up how you want. Eat a big meal, hit a couple notches out, and make that adjustment. So that's what I like about it. This particular belt is black with kind of a traditional look, but it looks like it may have go into a hole, but there's obviously no hole. It's just the design of it. And this right here is kind of a gunmetal gray. And they have different combinations of colors, buckles, things like that. This is a top grain leather, front and rear, on the back side and the front, and I've dissected a piece of it to kind of show you what makes this thing work really well to carry a firearm. When you carry a firearm, one thing you want to make sure of is the belt is stiff enough, because what happens is that firearm will start pulling down, and it will cause it to sag. You want something that'll hold it up stiff and straight. This is completely plastic lined. You have 2 pieces of top grain leather with a piece of plastic liner sandwiched in between the 2 and sewn. It's glued and sewn, actually. So it's very solid, very durable, and this plastic liner keeps it from being able to, collapse on itself. So comes in 54 inches total length, and I'm not sure, they may offer them longer than that for the really big guys, but 54 inches pretty big waist, and I think maybe you can special order some longer. I'm not really sure of that, but they come pre-marked, and you just cut it. Now normally what I would suggest and what I did, let's say for instance you're a 38 inch waist, when you do this, I would go ahead and cut it at 42 inches maybe, because I can cut off more, I can't add more to this. So cut it off about 42, make your adjustments, you know, what looks right to you. You know, your tail end of a belt, traditionally you're looking at the center hole on a traditional belt, center hole, and then probably about right there. So you need about, let's see how many inches that is here, because I got my little measure, 1, 2, 3, about 4 inches of tail hanging off. So get somebody to help you and say, show me where 4 inches of tail is, and then cut it off at that. So, but I really like this. I guess you could wear this maybe even this way. You'd kind of think you'd wear the belt backwards if it did that, with the latch at the top. So if you wear it like this, because I would feed the belt around and come around this way, and then put the belt on this way. So the ratchet release is right here, and what you do is you push it away from you that way, and then you release it like that. But like I said, like a big zip tie, guys, it's a pretty simple design if you think about it, but it works really well for a belt. I'm probably, this one's a black one, and I do wear both black and brown belts with black and brown, you know, different color shoes. So I like it so much, I'm probably going to reach out to the company about trying to get a brown belt also, because I like it so much. It really fits a big hole in my wardrobe that I was trying to fill for years, and now I finally found something that works. Matter of fact, I had a guy on my other video ask me if I suggested another belt. He was trying to look at some stuff, and I suggested this belt here. This one, in comparison, I'll be 100% honest with you, it's not budget friendly, but in the grand scheme of gun belts, it's right in the middle, guys. And I don't know the exact retail right now off the top of my head, and I apologize. I did not write that down in my notes here for some reason. But I'll annotate all that, and I'll also put in the section below where you can buy it, how you can order it, stuff like that. And they really good to communicate with me, and I appreciate them sending this out. But you know, it's like I said, it's not budget friendly as far as like a $15 belt like I found at Walmart, but in the grand scheme of gun belts that can go you know, $100 or more in some cases. But like a Cobra buckle belt is normally 60 to 80 bucks. So this fits in that range, but this fits a hole in the wardrobe category that a lot of people didn't have, like me. So, but I want to show you how this, one thing I forgot here, what you do is when you get it, it has this little clamp over, and this is how you cut it. It comes, you know, the long length, you cut it to size, and then you simply slide the belt back into that, and then it has these teeth right here, and you just simply take it, and it's a little hard, but it locks it into place, and it's not coming out. It's locked in there good. This is a heavy duty, nice belt buckle here. But anyway, guys, if you're looking for a dress belt for your wardrobe that was actually designed and able to carry a firearm, this is the one. And but I appreciate the guys over at Core Essentials for sending this out. Greatly appreciated. If you like our videos, give us that thumbs up. That's always appreciative. Helps us with YouTube, the way they rank us and things like that. That's over here in this section down here. Hit the thumbs up. It's much appreciative. If you like our content, share it on your social media, share it on Google+, things like that. That's always helpful too. And as always, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be bringing you another video shortly. Have a great day, guys.